Hello and welcome to Monday's Marketing Minutes. I'm Sigrid Kaas from Sticky Beak Marketing, and I'm doing this today as a bit of a test to see how we are running on this particular platform, but also I give a bit of information which is very relevant right now. We're talking about SEO, search engine optimization, and we're also talking about your website optimization, which falls into the area also of the search engine optimization. The two go together, of course. Whenever somebody is searching for one of your products or services, they type in a particular word or phrase into Google or any of the other search engines. And you, of course, want your website to come up. So what can you do to bring that to a bigger possibility to come up on, well, ideally page one? But you have to understand, coming up on page one with the enormous amount of competition in the market these days is not going to always be the same. You might come up for some time on page one, and then you might come back up on one of the further down pages, 2, 3, 4, or 5. However, you can attempt to at least make yourself look really great when you do come up. And part of that is when you set up in your website itself 3 particular areas that I'd like to touch on today that are very important and that will show you openly online to either look really good or not so good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the screen share here so that I can share with you what I'm talking about. Now this is directly from Google Webmaster Tools, and I have got this as a download on the page for you, so you don't have to go searching for it. You can simply click and download this particular page. Google's made it really easy for us here to explain to you how you can really make a difference with coming up in searches for your site. And there are 3 particular steps to definitely take a major note of. The first one is that coming up in search results, Google will show you the website URL, the name of it, but it also shows you the website name and what you have given it as a description. So there are 3 major areas there. You've got the title up there, you've got the URL or the address virtually, and then you have got the description section there. Setting it out like it is shown in the green box at the top here, that is the best way of doing it. If you are setting it out like in this red one, which Google shows you, that's not ideal, and you just simply call your homepage, and then have got your standard URL and call it as a description simply welcome to the homepage. That's pretty not useful for anybody who sees that, because when I've searched and this comes up, I don't know what your page or your site is about. There's no description, there's no detail there, unlike in that green one here where you can see it tells me straight away it's a family-owned bakery located in the heart of New York's cutest neighborhood, specializing in custom cakes and pastries. That's what I want to know. And then I can decide, yep, that's what I was looking for. I click on here and I open your website, your page. So Google gives you a lot more detail in explaining that here, and you can have a look at that when you download this particular document that I said I have got on the page for you. Another step to be clear on to help Google and for yourself to optimize your website is to understand how, when you use images on your website, how you should name them. Giving each one of the images that you put onto your website a descriptive name helps Google and Google's robots to find when a searcher is looking for something that your image is called, to bring your site up, to bring the page on which that image is up. So you might come up number 1 on page number 1 for a particular image description. We have got in this particular example here the description Van Gogh poster, and poster of Van Gogh's Starry Night. So if somebody was typing that in as a search and you have actually named your image exactly that as they're showing us here, and perhaps even described it in a short caption, then you have a very strong case for Google to say, hey, this is the image, this is what the searcher was looking for, and bring you and your site up. I think that makes sense. That's pretty straightforward, yet very much still misunderstood, particularly by those businesses and website owners that haven't really looked at the details of how to optimize their site. And further update and keep going. Provide useful content and keep it up to date. Or what that really means is make sure that every page that you create has got a descriptive and relevant to that page title. All the information you put on that page, make it relevant to what the title and the description of that page is. Keep it consistent. When your website and each individual page has particular relevant meaning, Google is more likely to bring your page up for searches when the description and the content or the information of your page matches what the person was searching for. So these are three most important steps to optimize your website. As I said a couple of times now, you can download this obviously from Google. It's a Webmaster Tool PDF, but I have got it on the page here for you. Now let me just go back to come back from the screen sharing. There we go, we're back onto me. I wanted to share that because it's very important, and I'd like to go into a little bit more detail of that now. So in relation to the optimization that we've just gone through on that Google Webmaster Tool PDF, keep in mind that when you are running a SEO, search engine optimization plugin, for instance, in your WordPress website, that's what I'm referring to now, you will see on each page and on each post, at the bottom of it, you will have your search engine plug-in details, and it will each time ask you to give a title within 60 char. And that means that is not just the letters or the words, but also includes the spaces you have there. So you've only got in total 60 spots, that is both spaces and letters, and that's your title. Make that title totally relevant to what is on that page that you've created. Make it totally relevant to all of the information on that page. That's step number one. That is what we just had a look at in terms of putting a title for your page. Then use in your title on the page that relevant search term or keyword or important word about which you are creating information on the page. Use that again in your page title. As you create your content, use the word again where appropriate, as many times as you can without overdoing it. Don't bring it in silly sentences, but create flowing text and reuse that same term over and over where possible, where it makes sense and where it reads properly, proper English, obviously. On your search engine plugin, you then have got a line below that description section where you can put your search word or phrase in. Now make sure that your main information on all of that page fits in with that keyword or key phrase that you are using. That should be the same within your description section. That should be the same within your title. And also make sure it fits in with the entire page of information that you are creating. Now, I hope that that makes sense. I might like to actually just pop back over into the screen share and just go through that again on the page that I just showed you, so that we are clear on what I am talking about here for you. So on your search engine optimization SEO plugin, now I personally really like the all-in-one SEO plugin for WordPress. I really like that one. There are many other ones, and you can obviously you can Google and find out what the differences are and find whichever one you prefer or you think might be the better one. I don't believe there are too many big differences. Different ones might be suited just for, you know, what people have different preferences. I like the one called all-in-one. So the all-in-one, as I just said, it allows you at the bottom of when you create a new page or a new post, it allows you to put the title for that particular page or post there. Make sure that that section there is very clear and relevant to what the page is going to be about. The URL of that page will come up automatically. This is the description part. Make it as clear and relevant to what you are putting on that page. Now, as I said before, the title itself, you have 60 char. That is text, letters, as well as any spaces. That counts altogether. The section here, the description section, they will allow you, Google will allow you there 160 maximum in the description section there. So you're creating the title and you're creating the description, and then on the SEO you also have got a section below that where you can really put your keywords or key phrases then. And do make sure that when you put pictures on the page or anywhere on your website that you are describing them well, relevantly in terms of what is on the picture, because if people are searching for that, Google will bring it up, Google will show it. So your page may well come up right there for what you have named your particular picture. Obviously relevant to what the picture is, otherwise it doesn't make sense, does it? So that is the 3 steps that I wanted to discuss with you today in relation to search engine optimization, or short SEO, in relation to optimizing your website overall. The 3 easy steps that you can take and make sure you may already have taken. If not, go into your website and have a look. If you have, name the title for the page properly, give it a good description, use every one of your pictures and give them a good description in the name of the picture when you put them onto your site. All of that comes together for the overall search engine optimization. That is part of the optimization. That is part of how Google decides for your particular site to come up. So that is our marketing minute for today. And as I said, download that PDF for yourself. Have a look through, check it again, and see if you have actually done those, taken those steps on your site. And with that, I shall say, see you next time at the Marketing Minutes, Sticky Big Marketing. Sigurd signing off for now.